at a private club with a friend. So my plans have been slightly diverted, but that's okay because we love it when this happens. We had a little adventure on the tube. We got a little lost. And I got really lost before I was with my friend. Do I not know?
However,
okay. But I'm here with I want to respect your privacy. But I'm here with my friend Rose, and she's just showing me a different kind of life. You all know I don't get out, right? Y'all know I don't get out. And so right now I am out and about and seeing a different kind of life. So welcome. Hi, Lizzie B. Thank you so much for being here. So this is going to be not a regular live. This is going to be a shorter live. I just want to talk to you a little bit about my experiences in the UK. Hi, Wendy. Hi, Megan. Hi, Janet. Effie. Oh, thank you. She gave me a little bit of light. Oh, that's really good. Yes, okay. Look, y'all, I'm having a drink. I am having a drink. Can you believe it? I'm learning how to live a little. It's not like me to be out and about and drinking. You know that, right? But we have to do that every once in a while. Hi. Hi, Lisa. Yes. Okay. Yes, they like this light. Okay. So you can see me a little bit. So I was going to be speaking with George the Giant Slayer tonight, but things didn't work out where he's doing some things, I'm doing some things, and it just would have been too difficult to have him be on this live with me today. But he will be on next week. The dark side of PDina. Okay. So, hello, Wendy. Yes, so follow my Patreon. I'm going to be uploading all of my experiences on my Patreon. I actually went to Kensington Palace today, and I actually saw Princess Diana's, some of her dresses where she lived, in Kensington. But I learned a lot about Queen Victoria. Queen Victoria in her life was amazing. I got to see her childhood traveling bed that she would travel in. I saw her where she was born, the room she was born in. I saw her little dollhouse. I saw the room that she was in when she first met all of the men in the gray suits, when she turned 18, when she became queen. So I'm going to be talking about that on my Patreon. I'm going to be talking about all of my experiences, the dollhouse that she had, the little theater that was created for her 16th birthday. I'm going to be doing that. Hello, Ellen. Hello, Carty. Issa. Yes. So I'm going to be talking about that on my Patreon. So be sure to follow me there to see the videos that I'll be putting out once my trip wraps up here in the UK. I'm actually leaving to go to Germany tomorrow. So I'll be editing all those videos and putting those up tomorrow. But right now I'm at a club. Hi, Kelly. Hello, Tiger Eye and K Spats. Oh, that's Kelly, Lily D. Yes, so it is dark here. So I'm at this club. It's an exclusive club because Rose is showing me the high life. She's showing me the good life, the good side of life when you get out and about. Hello, Jan. Hi, Old Fashioned Dreams. Okay. Yay. Hi, you guys. So I won't be on here long today, unfortunately, but I think what I'll do is I'll schedule another live maybe in a couple of days when I'm in Germany. My son is in the hospital, as some of you know. He had surgery on his knee, so I'm going to go see him tomorrow. So I'll be there, and this is my last night in the UK, but I got a lot of great footage. I'm so excited to put it all together for you. And I was going to go by the Soho Club where Megan went, but I think it's been renovated. Something. I couldn't find the one that was online. So, hello, Miss Boss Vlog. Yes. Oh, and yes, there's the link Lizzie B has put up for my charity. So if you want to make a donation, please go ahead and do that. That would be Awesome. Thank you, Lizzie B. Thank you, Colleen. Thank you. I appreciate that. Can I see the train? No. But I'll go out here on the ledge so you guys can see a little bit of the city, okay? Give me a second. I'm gonna walk out there. I'll be right back. Okay. It's like, okay, so I'm gonna walk out here so you guys can see the little bit of the view. Excuse me. Sorry. Excuse me. So here I am. So people smoke here. So can you see me here? Oh wow, this is really good light. So I am at this club. It's a private members club, you guys, and I am living the high life in the UK. Okay, hello. I do not get out. I do not. You know what? Let me tell you something. I am home all day long with Otis. All day. From morning to night, I'm with Otis. I don't go anywhere. And I'm out and about, and I'm like alive. So I am excited to be out. Now, here's the thing about living or being here in London. And I do remember this when I was living here. It is, when you have to take the tube everywhere, by the time you get to where you want to go, you're a hot mess. You hear me? You are a hot, loving mess. And that's something that I just am not used to. I'm just not used to that. So any and everywhere I went, like I had to have a refresher. You know what I'm saying? I had to have like a refresher because you get hot and musty and just like, ugh, you get sticky. And you'll see when I post my video, I went to this Black Business Expo that Rose invited me to. And I'm showing up all sweaty and I feel like so disgusting. So I had to go to the bathroom and freshen up, which is, good. And they had all this free food and free open bar. I was like, oh my goodness. I gotta drink something, right? So it was really nice. I didn't eat any of the food because I wasn't hungry. But they had a lot of food, a lot of hors d'oeuvres. It was so nice. I was like, oh my goodness, this is the life. I'm like, what in the world? I've been teleported to a new life. But anyway, I went to Kensington and I didn't see any royals. So I'm at a private club. Okay? I think it's kind of like a Soho club, okay? So it's really nice. So we were in this area where they were singing jazz and they had like this band in there and it was like smoky. It was like red and this guy was on his piano and the guy was singing and they had the beats going, like the bass, right? And it was really nice. So I was loving it. It was really small. It was like, and this is, I think, apparently where Amy Winehouse sang at this club where I'm at right now. So this is a pretty famous place that I'm at. If I don't know, I guess I could tell you where I'm at. It's called the Cocoa House. Have you heard of the Cocoa House? Soho without the ho. Yes. Yes, it is nice, Lizzie, to unwind, have a drink. And I don't get out much, you guys. I really don't. I'm all focused on my charity and my channel, my YouTube channel, and my family life, and that's it. That's all that I do. So for me to be here by myself, just being able to unwind and relax is something that doesn't happen often for me. So it's really nice. I appreciate the safe travels. And yeah, check out the new video I posted. And thank you, Sarah. What is your favorite libations? What is that? Where's my fur baby? My fur baby is back in Ohio. My fur baby is in Ohio, and he is. I'm missing him so much right now, but he's doing well. Mr. Otis is well. Yes, so I'll be speaking with George the Giant Slayer next week. So what's going on in the life of Harry and Meghan or any of the royals? Well, I know that so I did ask the guy at Kensington Palace. I did ask him about why was this tour not about Diana. They had nothing about Diana. It was all about Queen Victoria. And they said, well, William and Catherine still own the apartment for Princess Diana. And it's still private. It's still cut off. No one can go there. But I'm hoping at some point they do open it up where people can go see her private apartment. But it's amazing when you go to look at how Queen Victoria lived and you get to see where she was born. You could see like the room where she, when she became queen, and like the miniature men, like an artist actually created had on a table, a big long table, miniature men with Queen Victoria sitting down at the table, and all these men standing up looking at her as she has become the newly coronated queen. And it was so interesting to hear how they didn't believe in her as being able to be the monarch because she was young, she was a woman. But, she ruled in a way that she found her way eventually. And I'm sure it was very difficult for her in the beginning. Like John Conroy was the man that was her regent. Like she was the regent and he was the one taking over and helping her with everything because she wasn't an adult yet. But he helped to guide her. And I guess a lot of people didn't like her. No one liked her. But they were saying that as soon as she became 18, like her and her mother, Duchess of Kent, like they got out of Dodge. They left Kensington Palace to go live at Buckingham Palace. And because they did that, some of the things that they left behind are still in the palace at Kensington to this day. So that was very, very interesting to hear how as soon as she turned 18, she left Kensington and went to Buckingham Palace. So it was really interesting to see how she grew up with her dog and, with her education and how she would play with her play dolls and everything. It was such an experience to watch how Queen Victoria grew up and to see where she was born and to see how they lived. She had 6 uncles, and how she just wasn't really looked at as somebody that was going to... They didn't really have much faith in her, basically, when she was younger to be the monarch. So John Conroy was this man who was there to help her with decisions and things that she had to do. So that was interesting. I went to the British Library, which was nice, but it was so crazy because I went to the library and couldn't even get on the internet. Like, go figure. I'm like, what? Like, all these people on the internet, and I couldn't get on the internet. I'm like, what in the world? When I go abroad, when I go somewhere, like all of a sudden my technology just doesn't want to work. I'm like, what's going on? But anyway, so that's what happened with that. Let's see here. So, yeah, thank you so much for all of your support. I really did have a lovely time going to Kensington to see where Diana lived and being amongst the palace and going inside and seeing everything. I can't wait to put my video together because I took videos of everything. They said you could only do pictures, but I took video. Of course I did, of course. And actually, when I left Kensington Palace, get this, you guys, when I left Kensington Palace, like the side entrance where Diana would normally go through and where Meghan went in, they had the nerve to tell me that I could not film. I'm like, I am outside on a public street. What do you mean I can't film? Like, you'll hear it when I show you the video. But it was like they were so insistent and indignant. I'm like, well, I'm on my phone. How do you know I'm filming? They were like, well, we saw you panning your phone around. I'm like, oh, okay. Busted. But anyway, it was crazy. Oh, Shaz just gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much. Yes. Thank you so much for the gifted memberships. So you'll get to see all of my experiences. I filmed everything with the tour that I took for Queen Victoria's home life at Kensington Palace. Went there 2 days in a row, and it was such a nice experience. It really was. What else? So I saw the door that Megan went in when she was going to Kensington Palace, because I think at that time she was seeing Harry and he was at Kensington. So I saw that entrance. I mean, I just can't believe that they put no filming. Like, we're outside. What do you mean? So, but I filmed anyway. I'm like, forget y'all. Forget y'all. I got people that want to watch my videos, okay? I'm filming, okay? So, but here's the nice city that I'm at. Check this out. Yes, yes. So excited for those who are going to get to see my videos. Um, and I can see how Harry could miss it here. I really can. I think when I watch the history of this country, when I watch the people that talk about like things that went way back to King Charles the First, and I look at how much this country has done, and then you go to America, which is so much newer than England, I can imagine that Harry is really feeling discombobulated from what makes him who he is. I'm sure it's exciting for him to be in California. I mean, remember, I lived in California too. I lived there for 10 years. But at some point it becomes a mundane life. It's not a rich culture like the UK. It's not a life that is steeped in a foundation of your childhood. Living in California is a different way of life. And when you come to the UK, you are immediately immersed in the history and tradition. And I can imagine that is very difficult for Harry to not have that connection anymore, because he's been exiled in a way from his family. I mean, think about it. I'm going to Kensington Palace today, and I'm listening to the history of Queen Victoria. He had a front row seat to the things that I could only see as a visitor, as a guest. That is his backyard. Like, he can go and see the rooms that are closed off. He can experience the place where his mother lived. He has no connection to that anymore. His life is no longer rich in meaning. It's very superficial. His life is steeped in artificial wannabe life of pretend. Harry is missing out on a very rich culture that has made him who he is. And I can imagine he's not happy. I know he's not happy. I mean, I'm here as a guest, and I'm just thinking, if I were Meghan Markle right now, I would be exploring all the things behind the scenes. I would have an up-close perspective of the life of Queen Victoria. I would have been able to talk to the descendant of Queen Victoria, Queen Elizabeth. And it just puts into perspective how much she has given up, how much she could not appreciate. It puts into perspective how much you are not thinking at a level of depth. You are very artificial in your thinking. It's surfacial. It's not rich. And I know people have problems with some people have problems with the royal family. I get it. I'm talking about the history, the tradition, the things that brought us to where we are, how they lived, how the wealthy royals lived, how the regular everyday servant of the monarchs lived. The people that taught Queen Victoria, the people that educated her, the people that cooked for her, the people that were the governesses, the ladies in waiting. You know, it was a different kind of life for the people that were royals and the people that were not royals. But Meghan had a front row seat to that. And when I think about myself as a visitor here to Kensington and how limiting it was for me, it's now become limiting for Harry in a way, because he's no longer wanted here. He's no longer someone who is going to be well received when he comes to the United Kingdom. He threw it away for a superficial life that I've experienced. I've lived the life that Harry is living in California right now. May not have been as wealthy. However, I've lived there. I've lived in Huntington Beach. I lived in Culver City. I lived on the West Side. I've lived in Downey, California. I lived on Crenshaw. I lived in a lot of diverse areas of Los Angeles, of LA. It's all the same, just different economic statuses. And his life is so empty and no value. I'm sorry, he has hardly any friends right now. He has hardly any really substance. But I'm sure he's regretting a lot, because the things that I've seen today have just been a very small portion of the history that he comes from, a very small portion. And giving back to the people of this country, I think, is probably the most important thing for him to do, considering where he comes from, who he is a descendant of. And he's choosing it for his wife, who is trying to be what I am, an influencer, selling things, posting things online. Like, why would you go from what I am watching as a tourist to doing something like what I am every day? I can't wrap my mind around that shallow life and that thinking. Why? How do you think like this? How? Even for your children, give your children some richness to grow up in. You're giving them nothing. You're giving these children a very basic life in California. Why are you not giving them the opportunities of the culture of the UK? When I sat there and I went through, it was an audio tour, and I sat and I listened to everything that this tour had to offer. 2.5 hours. Because I was sucking it all up, taking it all in. And I'm just an outsider. And they had a front seat to this and gave it up. Doesn't make sense to me. I'm stronger in my conviction now, more than ever. More than ever. Yeah. So was it, don't ruin your brain too much, okay? I won't. Well, I'm excited that I got to do my live here. It's not as I'd hoped to be, but I am out and about, and I thought maybe this would be a great experience for me, because this is my last day in the UK, and I leave tomorrow. So I just wanted to, I'm in Camden right now, so this is Camden area, and I think the Soho place where Megan is around here, So I'm going to go back over to my friend Rose, sit down with her, and then I'm going to have to end the live shortly. But remember, if you want to support my charity, Lizzie B has the link up. My charity is going through a difficult time right now. I'll have to explain it later. But it's just, and I'm so glad I'm not in America while all this is happening with my charity, because it just would be depressing. So if you want to support my charity, it would be greatly appreciated. We need it now more than ever before. It's just what it is. But let me go over here to where my friend Rose is, because I have to leave soon. Oh no, I'm getting dark. Okay, here I am. You can see me, okay? Rose, I am so freaking tipsy right now. I'm feeling a little crazy, okay? But okay, you guys. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed my live today. Please do support the charity, and I am so glad you guys came to see me. I will be in Germany. I'll be doing some more lives, and I'll see you guys all soon, okay? Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you guys next time, okay? Bye.